Welcome back to Tracking That, a channel where we try to track what liberals are saying but end up not being able to as usual. And in this video, we have Hollywood heartthrob and Benghazi failure Hillary Clinton take the stage at the Tony Awards to try to get any relevancy she can to do what she does best: cackle, look creepy, and be incredibly annoying. So the Tony Awards is an award show similar to the Oscars, but focused more on plays and musicals. And we all know no one has cared about the Oscars and Golden Globes and these types of shows since Donald Trump started to run for president, and even a little bit before that timeline. Because every single person has to make a cringy political speech as if anyone's opinion is swayed by these losers. And not a single political speech or soundbite is Republican. It's all anti-Trump, racism, yada yada yada. And every film nominated has to have a ridiculous amount of unrealistic diversity in it, acting like the entire country is black even though it's only 13%. The only reason why I watched the Oscars this year was because I wanted to see my favorite director, Christopher Nolan, win for the great film Oppenheimer. The only good show was when Ricky Gervais hosted the Golden Globes, calling out Hollywood to their faces for stuff like Jeffrey Epstein and being a bunch of pedophiles. It was incredibly entertaining. But it's important to note that Hollywood is known for having famous actors like young children. Sound of Freedom faced backlash for the very fact of calling out child snatching. I have to literally use my words carefully, or even YouTube will get on my case about saying the verbiage of child snatching, whatever, grabbing, whatever the verbiage is. And that's a violation of my First Amendment, but what do I know? It's an abomination how Sound of Freedom was treated. So-called professional critics gave it poor ratings, saying it was boring or unoriginal, when if you actually saw it, it was the most original movie out there. Gut-wrenching, nail-biter, and the user ratings are at 99% compared to the abysmal critic ratings. So that lets you know everything you need to know about Hollywood. So when Hillary Clinton went on stage, it was like when Donald Trump entered one of his rallies. Huge, thunderous applause. If she went on stage in front of average Americans, there'd be a massive amount of boos, and she'd probably not even be able to get a single word out because no one likes her. But anyways, let's listen to what she has to say.
What a great evening. Now, I have stood on a lot of stages, but this is very special. And I know a little bit about how hard it is to make change. So I'm extremely proud of this original American musical.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, biggest forced laughter of all time. That joke fell incredibly flat. If a political candidate or ideology steps on stage and gets that much applause from Hollywood, good rule of thumb, don't go anywhere near those policies or people. These people do not represent the average Americans, and they're in their own weird ideology bubble that support policies that only affect their rich selves. And yes, the original creepy smile with a cackle is back. Sadly, she's now replaced by Kamala Harris, but even then, I think the Biden team wants to replace Kamala since she is not well received on both sides. Well, I shouldn't say that. Even Biden might be replaced.
And of course, it is about some American originals, the suffragists who fought so valiantly for so long to give women in our country the right to vote. It's almost impossible to think about what a challenge that was. But now it's an election year, and we need to be reminded about how important it is to vote. So please welcome.
Reminded to vote for Trump. Yes, I am tracking that. Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for bringing up that excellent point. We will make sure people like you are never in power again, even though it goes from Republican to Democrat every election cycle or two, because a lot of people can't make their mind up about who they support. Bunch of flip-floppers over here. But it's never gotten so bad to the point where we are imprisoning our political rivals. So this is the most important election cycle of our lifetime. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.